Are you ready to unlock the secret that can change your children's destiny? Imagine if, instead of simply preparing them for tomorrow's challenges, you could equip them with values so powerful that they would become true leaders, capable of shining in any situation. In a world full of distractions and uncertainty, this is the secret key that many parents still don't know. In this video, we'll reveal 5 essential values that, if taught from a young age, will equip your children with the strength they need to face any adversity. Inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the teachings of giants like Seneca, Marcus Aurelius, and Epictetus, these principles will not only shape their character, but also prepare them to conquer an increasingly complex world. Get ready for a journey that can transform their lives and yours. Let's get started. Value 1. Integrity. Integrity, often considered one of the most solid pillars of a purposeful life, is the foundation on which trust is built. When talking about integrity, it is impossible not to remember the lessons of Epictetus, who emphasized the importance of living according to one's own principles. Imagine, for example, a person who commits to being honest in their daily interactions. They not only tell the truth, but also act in a way that reflects this commitment, even when it is challenging. This coherence between words and actions is what defines someone with integrity. When you have integrity, the people around you begin to notice. They feel that they can trust you, that your words have weight and meaning. It is interesting to think of Marcus Aurelius, who in his meditations often reminded himself of the need to be true to oneself and to others. A good practical exercise could be the following. Before making a decision, ask yourself if this choice is aligned with your values. If the answer is no, it may be time to reevaluate your path. On the other hand, a lack of integrity can lead to a series of complications. Imagine someone who promises to deliver a project but doesn't deliver. This not only undermines trust, but also affects reputation and relationships. Integrity is therefore a shield against mistrust and despair. So when faced with a situation that challenges your ethics, think of Seneca, who said that true freedom is the freedom to act according to your own morality. It is at this moment that the choice becomes a reflection of who you really are. In addition, integrity can be strengthened by creating an environment where you feel safe to be authentic. Cultivating healthy and sincere relationships is also an important part of this process. For example, seek to surround yourself with people who share similar values and who encourage you to be the best version of yourself. In this way, you build a circle of trust where integrity is valued. In times of crisis, remembering integrity can be a powerful beacon. For example, when dealing with a difficult situation at work, instead of deflecting responsibility, take it on. Not only does this demonstrate integrity, but it also positions you in a position of respect and leadership. Stoic wisdom suggests that in every obstacle there is an opportunity to exercise virtue, and by keeping your integrity intact, you become stronger. A fascinating aspect of integrity is that it is not just an abstract concept, it is a daily practice. As Epictetus teaches us, discipline is key. This could mean setting small daily goals that align your actions with your values. For example, instead of procrastinating, commit to working on a project that you truly value. This small act of integrity has a ripple effect, inspiring others around you. Now that we have explored the depth of integrity, it is important to reflect on how it intertwines with empathy, the next virtue we should consider. How can we act with integrity in our interactions with others? This leads us to think about the importance of putting ourselves in someone else's shoes, something that connects perfectly with the idea of empathy. Value 2, empathy. Empathy, this powerful skill, is essential for building genuine connections between people. When we look at Stoic philosophy, we realize that empathy is not just a feeling, but a conscious choice. Seneca, for example, believed that understanding the pain and joy of others is essential for personal growth. Imagine the difference it makes when someone truly listens to you, rather than simply hearing you. This active listening not only validates your emotions, but also opens the door to deeper understanding. Think of an everyday situation. You are in a heated argument with a friend. Instead of getting carried away by anger, empathy allows you to see things from their perspective. This shift in focus can transform the dynamics of the conversation and lead to a peaceful resolution. Epictetus teaches us that the way we respond to circumstances is within our control. So when we practice empathy, we choose to act with compassion, creating a safe space for others to express themselves. In addition, empathy makes us more resilient. When we connect emotionally with others, we develop a support network that is invaluable. Consider the example of a colleague who is going through a difficult time at work. If you reach out to them, show understanding, and offer help, you not only strengthen your bond, but also contribute to a healthier environment. This resonates with the lessons of Marcus Aurelius, who emphasized the importance of caring for others as an extension of caring for oneself. Interestingly, empathy can also be a tool for social change. When we put ourselves in the shoes of people who face challenges different from our own, we begin to see the world in a new way. This motivates us to take action for causes that truly matter. For example, by engaging in volunteer work or community activities, you not only help others, but you also gain perspective that can shape your own life experiences. On the other hand, a lack of empathy can create division and conflict. By ignoring the emotions of others, we run the risk of dehumanizing situations and people. A Stoic approach reminds us that everyone has faced struggles, even if they are not visible. Remember what Seneca said about the impact of words and actions. They have the power to build or destroy. So by choosing to be empathetic, you position yourself as an agent of change in your environment. Practicing empathy also involves self-care. When we understand ourselves better, we are able to understand and embrace the feelings of others. Consider the importance of taking time for self-reflection. This can be done through meditation or journaling, allowing you to process your own emotions before connecting with others. This way, your empathy becomes even more authentic and powerful. As we explore empathy, we begin to understand its intrinsic connection to resilience, the next topic we will address. How can we use empathy to strengthen not only our relationships, but also our ability to face life's challenges? This interconnection between emotions and resilience is an intriguing question that will lead us to deeper reflection. Value 3, resilience. Resilience is an admirable quality that allows people to face adversity with courage and determination. At the heart of Stoicism is the idea that hardships are inevitable, but how we respond to them is within our control. Epictetus, for example, teaches us that circumstances do not determine our happiness. It is our responses that truly matter. Imagine someone who has unexpectedly lost a job. Instead of letting it get them down, they use the situation as an opportunity to reevaluate their goals and explore new directions. This approach is the essence of resilience. To cultivate resilience, it is vital to adopt a growth mindset. This means viewing challenges as learning opportunities rather than insurmountable barriers. A great example is the famous author and speaker Brené Brown, who talks about the importance of embracing vulnerability. When you accept the possibility of failure, you open yourself up to a world of possibilities and innovation. Marcus Aurelius, in his meditations, often reflected on the impermanence of things, reminding us that everything in life is transitory. This perspective helps us face difficulties with a lighter spirit. In addition, resilience also manifests itself in our ability to bounce back from failures. When something doesn't go as planned, instead of blaming yourself or feeling defeated, why not take stock of what went wrong? This can be a powerful tool for personal growth. Seneca said that failure is simply an opportunity to start over in a smarter way. So by taking a self-assessment, you can identify areas for improvement and develop a plan for moving forward. Social support plays a key role in building resilience. Healthy, supportive relationships help us face life's challenges. Think about a time when you had to deal with a personal crisis. Having friends or family by your side, ready to listen and offer support, can make all the difference. This aligns with the Stoic idea that we are all interconnected and that helping each other is a way to strengthen our communities. Another effective strategy for cultivating resilience is practicing gratitude. By focusing on the good, even in difficult times, we can shift our perspective and re-energize ourselves. For example, keeping a gratitude journal where you write down 3 things you're grateful for each day can help you create a more positive mindset. Epictetus talked about the importance of appreciating what we have instead of focusing on what we lack. This shift in focus can be a real antidote to discouragement. As we practice resilience, we realize that it is not an innate ability, but rather something that we can develop over time. It involves patience and conscious effort, just like any skill. Engaging in challenging activities, such as learning a new language or playing sports, can be a great way to strengthen this trait. By embracing challenges, you better prepare yourself for life's ups and downs. Now that we understand the importance of resilience, it is intriguing to reflect on how this quality intertwines with responsibility, which is the next topic we will cover. How does resilience allow us to take responsibility for our actions and decisions? This relationship between resilience and responsibility will lead us to valuable insights into how we navigate the complexities of life. Value 4. Responsibility. Responsibility is a fundamental virtue that teaches us to accept the consequences of our actions. At the heart of Stoicism, we find the idea that we are responsible not only for what we do, but also for our reactions to life's circumstances. Seneca, for example, emphasized that true freedom lies in the ability to choose our attitudes towards events. Imagine a moment when you make a mistake at work. Instead of pointing fingers or blaming others, you take responsibility for the situation, learn from it, and seek solutions. This attitude not only demonstrates maturity, but also strengthens the trust that others have in you. Taking responsibility is also intrinsically linked to integrity. When we live according to our values, we are more likely to admit our mistakes and failures. Marcus Aurelius reminded us in his reflections that each of us must be vigilant about our actions. By doing an honest self-analysis, we are able to recognize where we went wrong and how we can correct the course. Thus, instead of being prisoners of our failures, we become architects of our future. One interesting aspect of accountability is that it empowers us. When we accept responsibility for our lives, we move from being mere victims of circumstances to becoming agents of change. Consider the story of someone who decided to change their health. By taking responsibility for their eating and exercise habits, this person transformed their life. This approach aligns with Stoic wisdom, which encourages us to focus on what we can control and act with purpose. In addition, being accountable also means considering how our actions affect others. For example, when we make a promise to a friend, accountability obligates us to keep it. This consideration helps build and maintain healthy, lasting relationships. Social responsibility, then, becomes an extension of personal responsibility, where each of us contributes to the well-being of the community around us. This resonates with the idea that we are all interconnected, as discussed by Seneca. The practice of accountability can also be strengthened through self-reflection. Making a habit of evaluating your actions at the end of each day can be an effective way to grow. Ask yourself, what did I do today that I could have done differently? This self-analysis not only promotes personal growth, but it also allows you to become more aware of your decisions. Epictetus would say that self-awareness is essential to living a virtuous life. As we practice accountability, it's natural to realize that this virtue is closely linked to gratitude, the next topic we'll explore. How can accountability help us recognize the blessings in our lives and appreciate what we have? This interconnection between accountability and gratitude will lead us to a deeper understanding of how we can live more fulfilling and meaningful lives. Value 5. Gratitude. Gratitude is a transformative practice that allows us to appreciate life's blessings, both small and large. By cultivating it, we not only change our perspective, but we also strengthen our emotional well-being. Stoicism teaches us that by acknowledging what we have instead of focusing on what we lack, we can find peace and contentment. Seneca, for example, believed that gratitude is a way of loving life. Imagine starting your day by giving thanks for a new sunrise, a warm meal, or the people you love. This simple shift in mindset can make all the difference in how you face daily challenges. Practicing gratitude is not just a matter of feeling it, but of taking action. Keeping a gratitude journal is a great way to record moments and experiences for which you are grateful. By writing down 3 things you are grateful for each day, you begin to create a habit that promotes positivity. Epictetus argued that true wealth lies not in the accumulation of possessions, but in the ability to appreciate what we already have. In this way, the act of acknowledging and giving thanks becomes a powerful antidote to consumerism and dissatisfaction. In addition, gratitude is closely linked to interpersonal relationships. When we express our gratitude to friends and family, we not only strengthen our bonds, but also create an environment of support and love. Think about how you feel when someone thanks you for something you did for them. This positive exchange generates a cycle of kindness and recognition, contributing to a more harmonious environment. Marcus Aurelius emphasized the importance of valuing those around us, and gratitude is a simple and effective way to demonstrate this. Gratitude also helps us cope with difficulties. In times of crisis, focusing on the things we are grateful for can relieve stress and anxiety. Consider the story of someone who has lost a loved one. Although the pain is undeniable, this person can find comfort in the happy memories shared, the lessons learned, and the love that still exists. Seneca reminded us that even in the midst of suffering, there is always something to be grateful for, such as the learning that pain can bring. Practicing gratitude is not just a personal matter, but a social one as well. By creating a culture of gratitude within our social circle, we can inspire others to adopt this practice. This can happen through simple acts of recognition, such as sending a thank you note or complimenting someone on their achievements. Gratitude becomes a catalyst for meaningful connections and a way to lift the spirits of the community, aligning with the Stoic idea of interdependence. Finally, as we explore gratitude, we realize that it is intertwined with empathy, resilience, and responsibility. As we acknowledge the contributions of others and the blessings in our lives, we are led to act in more mindful and compassionate ways. And as we look to the next topic, the interconnection between gratitude and empathy becomes a fascinating aspect to explore. How can practicing gratitude deepen our ability to understand and connect with others? Conclusion. Now that you have the 5 core values that can prepare your children for a bright future, the time to take action is now. Think about how you can incorporate these principles into your family routine, from meaningful conversations to small, everyday actions. By living out integrity and accountability, you will not only be teaching, but also creating a lasting legacy. If you've made it this far, write "strong children" in the comments to show that you are a winner who completed the video. Don't forget to like, subscribe and turn on notifications for more content like this. Share this video with those who might find it helpful. Big hug and see you next time.